I really like the notion of well-being, and it's something that I really relate to. I remember feeling for a long time during my teenage years very disconnected, and I think a lot of that had to do with an enormous sense of frustration at not being able to do what I wanted to do in the world. Like, I knew I had a number of skills and abilities, but because my environment, I guess, say, if we take an education environment, often excluded me from participating to my fullest or proving my full ability, it was easy to take that on as not being good enough. I am the program advisor -- disability within community services at Auckland City Council. Essentially, my role is to work across the council and across Auckland City to try and create a city and a community where disabled people are able to participate and contribute as full citizens. When we think about disability, people often think about someone being deficient in some ways or having a deficit. So for myself, I'm legally blind, I'm partially blind, and I'm that, 24 hours of the day. But I'm only disabled when my environment doesn't work for me. Basically, as you can see, I've got a fairly large monitor. and what it does is there's a program called Zoom Text, and that's the magnification. So you just sort of see a part of the screen at a time. And what I also then have is a speech program which reads out. And yes, I can understand that. But often other people can't. Just have a few other simple bits and pieces, like a cell phone that also has a screen reader on it, so I can send and receive texts, but I listen to them, and a phone with large font buttons, and this here, which is also kind of an interesting device, which if I receive say like a meeting agenda or an invitation to a fabulous event that I simply must go to, I can put it under here and actually magnify it. See you around 4 p.m. today. As a council, of course, a lot of our work is to do with infrastructure, and be that physical, social, cultural, community infrastructure. When we upgraded Queen Street, we had a really key role in ensuring that the design of the footpaths and the curb cuts and the pedestrian crossings considered the needs of disabled people. For me, I think keeping a really rich, textured life is enormously important. And one of the well-beings that I really like is the notion of giving. There's a perception of disabled people being the recipients of charity and the recipients of giving. I think disabled people do give a lot, but sometimes it's not recognised because perhaps it's a type of giving that perhaps takes a different form at times. I think that's something through my job, that notion of being of service. How do I serve my disabled peers in terms of creating a more inclusive society?